The role of flour in texture creation. Flour is a fundamental ingredient in baking that directly impacts the texture of baked goods. The protein content in flour, particularly gluten, determines whether the final product is light and airy or dense and chewy. For example, bread flour with high gluten content leads to chewy textures, while cake flour creates tender, soft bakes. Sugar's impact on softness and crunch. Sugar not only sweetens but also contributes to the texture of bakes. When creamed with butter, sugar helps incorporate air, leading to a lighter texture. In cookies or pastries, sugar can caramelize, creating a crispy, golden exterior. The type of sugar used, granulated, brown, or powdered, further influences the final texture. Butter for moisture and tenderness. Butter adds moisture and tenderness to baked goods, enriching their texture. It helps create a flaky, crumbly texture in pastries and pie crusts. When chilled and cut into small pieces, butter promotes a layered effect, making bakes like croissants and scones light and flaky. Additionally, butter contributes to a rich mouthfeel. Eggs' binding and leavening properties. Eggs play a crucial role in binding ingredients together and providing structure. The protein in eggs helps stabilize batter and gives a more cohesive texture to cakes and muffins. Additionally, eggs act as leavening agents, creating a light, fluffy texture in cakes and soufflés when beaten with air. Baking powder and soda for lightness. Baking powder and baking soda are chemical leavening agents that help dough or batter rise by releasing carbon dioxide. These agents make the texture lighter and airier, especially in cakes, muffins, and pancakes. The proper amount and correct usage of these agents are crucial to achieving the desired texture without affecting the taste. The importance of liquid in moisture and texture. Liquids like milk, water, or buttermilk play a vital role in the texture of baked goods. They hydrate the flour, allowing for gluten development while contributing to the moisture content. Liquids can also affect the final crumb, as a higher moisture content typically leads to a denser, more tender product, such as in cakes and brownies. The effect of salt on dough and batters. Salt, often added in small amounts, improves the flavor but also affects the texture. It strengthens gluten, enhancing the dough's elasticity and structure. In bread making, salt helps control yeast activity, preventing over-fermentation, which could lead to a dense texture. It also balances sweetness in desserts, improving overall flavor. How fats create texture in pastries. Fats like butter, shortening, or oil contribute to the texture of pastries and cookies by coating the flour particles, reducing gluten formation, and resulting in a tender crumb. The type of fat influences the texture. Butter gives a flakier, richer texture, while oils lead to a denser, moister result in cakes or brownies. How yeast affects bread's texture. Yeast is essential for bread making, as it produces carbon dioxide that causes dough to rise. This process creates air pockets in the dough, resulting in a light and fluffy texture. The amount of yeast and rising time can influence the texture, with longer fermentation contributing to a chewier and more complex crumb in artisan bread. The influence of acidic ingredients on texture. Acidic ingredients like lemon juice or buttermilk can alter the texture of baked goods by reacting with baking soda or baking powder. This can help create a lighter, fluffier texture in cakes and muffins. Acidic ingredients also tenderize dough, making them ideal for cakes, scones, and biscuits, where softness is desired.